Hello everyone. Welcome to your channel Pharmacypedia. This is Dr. Shikha Chauhan, and in this session we are going to discuss and learn about the evolution of cosmeceuticals from cosmetics as quasi and OTC drugs. My dear students, this topic has been taken from the subject Cosmetic Sciences BPharm 8th semester, which is a elective subject. If you have still not subscribed to my channel Pharmacypedia, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel Pharmacypedia for getting further updates and important information about the pharmacy. So, without wasting the time, let us begin. Let us first understand who was the first scientist who coined the term cosmeceuticals. So, about 25 years ago, Dr. Albert Kligman of the University of Pennsylvania originally coined the term cosmeceuticals, and he described it as a hybrid category. Hybrid means it is having the features of both the categories of drugs as well as the cosmetics of products which are found on the spectrum between the drugs and cosmetics, and also at the same time they that exert a pharmaceutical therapeutic benefit but not necessarily a biological therapeutic benefit. So my dear students, he simply said that any substance, any category which has the features of both the drugs and cosmetics will be known as cosmeceuticals, and they can have the pharmaceutical therapeutic benefit. So, talking about the cosmeceuticals, you can see it is having the combination of pharmaceuticals, it is having the combination of the cosmetics. So, it is a hybrid category. Now, various substances which worked on the skin, which primarily function on the skin, such as creams, and which were originally of the nature of cosmetics, were classified as cosmeceuticals. So, various compounds such as peptides, liposomes, biomimetic compounds, hydroxy acids, which worked and basically function at the skin level, were classified as an active agent, and they have the therapeutic benefit because they were being absorbed by the skin. So, talking about the cosmeceuticals, although the history and the development is very broad, and my dear students, the cosmeceuticals is a term which is not even many recognized in many countries. For example, in US, FDA does not recognize cosmeceuticals. So, different countries have different regulations as far as cosmeceuticals are concerned. So, the efficacy of a cosmetic product basically depends not only on the active ingredients but also at the type of the delivery system involved. So you can see and understand, since skin is having more than assembly of several layers of cells such as corneocytes, keratinocytes, fibroblast, and which complement with each other. So various chemical products which are maybe pollution, stress free, irradiation from infrared radiation and ultraviolet resources, and abrasions are involved in the skin aging process. So a different class of the products which worked as an anti-aging potential from the natural sources were classified as cosmeceuticals. So the consequences were visible or invisible: inflammation, burns, edema, long-term illness, actinic damages, and premature aging. So they were not only concerned with the anti-aging process, but at the same time they were concerned with various other types of the treatments which are involved at the skin level. So the aging process of the skin manifests itself in many ways, like drying out, loss of elasticity and texture, thinning out, damaged barrier functions, appearance of spots, modification of surface line isotropy, and finally wrinkles. So most of the cosmeceuticals have been developed with claims of anti-wrinkles and firming, moisturizing and lifting, skin toning and whitening activity. The anti-aging category of the skincare product shows presently the highest growth rates. So, my dear students, they basically originated with from the cosmetics and were known as cosmeceuticals. So, it was found that the cosmetics were basically helping out in keeping the skin in good condition, protecting, cleaning, perfuming, and changing the appearance of the skin on which it is applied without further modifying it. So they were not having any therapeutic effect. So if we talk specifically about the cosmetic, but cosmeceuticals were the category which is a subset of the cosmetics, and they were basically based on their active principles. So most of the substances have the biological roots, and due to its composition, a cosmeceutical product is not classified as a drug, although it is based on highly active principles. So they have the biological therapeutic effect. Talking further about the development of drug product and cosmeceutical product, there were wide differences which are applicable. For example, if you want to have a drug product into the market, you need to have the pre-approval is very much required. It is whereas in the case of cosmeceuticals, you don't require the pre-approval process, and the clinical process involved in the development is very simplified in the case of cosmeceuticals because they are used for general clinical purposes. Whereas when we talk about the drug product, it is predetermined endpoints according to the class of the drugs. The pre-market application is must with the safety and efficacy studies, and the cost of new drug development is approximately $800 million. Whereas when we talk about the cosmeceutical product, it determines no predetermined endpoints and essentials. It's not necessary to conduct the pre-market applications, and the cost of cosmetic product development is very less as compared to the drug product. Further talking about the differences between the cosmetics and cosmetics, Food Drug and FDC Act defines cosmetics as a product which is used for the cleansing, beautifying, promoting attractiveness, or altering the appearance. Whereas cosmetical products, on the other hand, have pharmaceutical benefits to the skin. Cosmetic products not only deliver the ingredients at a very superficial level into the skin, but at the same time, cosmetics do not delay your aging process because they work at the uppermost layer of the epidermis, which is the topmost layer of the skin. Whereas when we talk about the cosmeceuticals, they contain active ingredients which act on the skin, cellular structure through topical application with either therapeutic, disease fighting, or healing properties. Cosmeceuticals are more concerned, pure, and more effective, giving pharmaceutical benefits. So, my dear students, you just have to understand when we talk about the cosmeceuticals, we are basically concerned with the creams which are acting at the skin level, which contains the active ingredients through topical application with either therapeutic, disease fighting, or the healing properties. And at the same time, they are more concentrated, more pure, and more effective in giving the pharmaceutical benefits. Further talking about the cosmetics as quasi and OTC drugs. I think OTC is clear to everyone, over the counter drugs. So for the cosmetics, you don't need to have to take the prescriptions. You can select the cosmetics as per your choice because they are less concerned about the therapeutic benefit but more concerned about the beautification and other other types of the enhancements effect. Whereas in the United States, the manufacturers don't require to demonstrate the safety and efficacy prior to marketing, as in the case for the drugs. So, on top of all these, it has been prohibited testing on animals after January 1998. Whereas the Japanese authorities have created their own laws in response to the problems that many skincare products are neither pure drugs nor pure cosmetics in the traditional sense, but a mixture of two. So they have basically the Japanese authorities have classified and called cosmeceuticals as quasi drugs because it has the features of both the drugs as well as the cosmetics. So they have given their own name as a quasi drugs comprising of the features of both cosmetics and the drugs. So they allowed the cosmetics to include pharmacologically active ingredients provided that the medicinal effects are mild and are the products have demonstrated to be safe. So in other ways, you can say cosmetics have been classified as quasi term by the Japanese authorities, and they wanted them to have the pharmaceutically therapeutic active ingredients which are able to have the healing properties as well. So the legal wordings leaves a lot of room for ambiguities and ad hoc interpretations that some perceive as a trade restraint. So my dear students, since the features of drugs and cosmetics, because the cosmetics at the same time are also absorbed by the skin, so they have the overlapping features and the traits which are common in both of them. In the United States, the following agents are regulated as drugs, while in Europe they are sold as cosmetics. So you will be amazed to so that understand that antiperspirants, anti-dandruff shampoos, and sunscreens have been classified as drugs in US, whereas they are being categorized as cosmetics in European Union. Talking further about the cosmeceuticals, the Japanese definition of quasi is slightly different from both the definition of cosmetics within Europe. So you can understand that different regulatory agencies classify cosmeceuticals. They understand cosmeceuticals, and similarly, they have the different regulations in place. US FDA does not recognize cosmeceuticals. Japanese authorities classify them as quasi drugs, whereas European Union classify them as a cosmetics. So this is in sharp contrast to the definition of cosmetics in the United States. The introduction of the term cosmeceuticals basically enables to classify more precisely a product with an activity that is intended to treat or prevent the skin abnormalities. So more or less, the cosmeceuticals are related and function at the skin level. In order to avoid introducing a new definition criteria, cosmeceuticals are only regarded as a subclass within the domain of cosmetic drugs. So it's not a different class, it's a subclass under the category of cosmetics. In Europe and Japan, cosmeceuticals can be regarded as a subclass of cosmetics. However, in the United States, cosmeceuticals can only be regarded as a subclass of drugs. Cosmeceuticals could be characterized as following: the product has pharmaceutical activity and can be used on your skin. The product should have a defined benefit for minor skin disorders. As the skin disorder is mild, the product should have a low risk profile. So I hope you're clear with the quasi definition of cosmeceuticals by Japanese authorities. I hope you're clear about the merging features of cosmetics and drugs and classified as cosmeceuticals. The term cosmeceuticals is recognized by different regulatory agencies in different way, and US FDA does not recognize it. So the you can say the history is prolonged, but it comprises of the therapeutic benefits which are being worked, and cosmeceuticals are rated as the product which functions at the skin level. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel Pharmacypedia for getting further updates and information. In case of any comments, please provide your views in the comment section. Thank you so much everyone.